Hello everyone, welcome back to Shikhara IAS Academy. So in this video we are going to discuss the cyclone Ditwah, which is impacting the Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu region. We will discuss in detail about the cyclone and also we'll discuss the Operation Sagar Bandhu Indian government has launched to help the regions of Sri Lanka in this disastrous conditions. So before going into the topic, let me tell you that the Shikhara IAS Academy is bringing Group 1, Group 2 and integrated Group 1 plus Group 2 courses which are going to start on 4th December, where you will have complete coverage of syllabus through live classes, and also these live classes will be present as recorded classes if you are not able to watch the live. And for every subject you will have sectional tests, subject wise tests and also full length tests. Then you will get complete study materials, resources, handouts, etc., whichever are required for your examination. And complete comprehensive coverage of current affairs will be done, where the Indian and Telangana current affairs will be covered for you. And you will have special answer writing sessions, essay writing sessions, and also you will get mains test series. So this is going to start from December 4th. And you also have similarly the Group 2 course and also a combined preparation strategy of Group 1 and Group 2. So hurry up and start your journey with Shikhara IAS Academy. Now let us move to our cyclone Ditwah. So this cyclone is formed in the southwest Bay of Bengal region at the end of November 2025. Around November 25, it has started. Then the name Ditwah is given by whom? Which country? Yemen. You know about the naming of cyclones? How are cyclones named? In Indian Ocean. So naming of cyclones in Indian Ocean, we have 13 countries which are bordering the Indian Ocean. So those 13 countries will give, each country will give 13 names. We have India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. In that way we have Myanmar, Indonesia, Qatar, UAE, all those 13 countries whichever are bordering the Indian Ocean will give 13 names each. And these names will be given to cyclones as soon as the cyclone comes. For example, there is a cyclone, the name of India is given. The next cyclone name from Pakistan will be given. The next cyclone name from Bangladesh. In this way, 13 names, when they are done, then we will come back to Indian name again. So in this way, the names will be given chronologically. So this name Cyclone Ditwah was the name given by country Yemen. So this Yemen, the name Ditwah which was given by Yemen, this was actually the name of a lagoon lake in Socotra Island, which was called Ditwah. So this was the name given to this cyclone. Now, this cyclone is under the severe cyclonic storm category, and landfall happened around Sri Lankan coast and also Tamil Nadu coast. So landform crossed the Sri Lankan coast, causing widespread devastation before weakening into a deep depression over the Park Strait region. So in the Park Strait region, in this region, it got weakened. So in Sri Lanka, it brought heavy destructions. In Sri Lanka, the primary impact zone is Sri Lanka. India, regions of Tamil Nadu have the secondary impact. So in Sri Lanka, because it is the primary impact zone, because the cyclone made landfall over there, there was catastrophic flooding and landslides across the island. More than 300 deaths happened, and displacement of people, civilians happened on a vast basis. In case of infrastructure, there was critical damage to power grids, roads and housing in the coastal districts of Sri Lanka. In case of India, in the Tamil Nadu region, there are heavy rainfalls and strong winds in the coast of Tamil Nadu, Puducherry. We have a minimum casualties around approximately 3 are reported, but the casualties are low in India because of effective early evacuations in the region. The structural damage was limited to few wall collapses and waterlogging, but we did not have much disasters because of early plannings. So the government of India has launched this Sagar Bandhu, which is called Sagar Bandhu means friend of sea. Friend of sea. India's proactive humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, HADR, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. Under this, we have launched our Sagar Bandhu to provide humanitarian relief to the people over there. This mission was launched immediately after the cyclone struck Sri Lanka. This also is part of our neighborhood first policy, where we prioritize the interests of our nations who are surrounding us. Immediate support was given to the neighboring nations in times of crisis. And also we have a vision Mahasagar, where we plan to have a mutual and holistic advancement for security and growth across the region. So we want to have a system where the complete region around India must be having proper security, and they must receive immediate relief when there are any disasters. Our objective was to be the first responder and provide food, medicine, rescue operations in the Indian Ocean region. We have also provided aerial rapid response through C-130J Super Hercules and IL-76 heavy transport aircrafts. We deployed food materials, dry rations, tents, hygiene kits, and also our national disaster relief personnel. Within hours, they responded. Evacuation also happened. Swift evacuation have happened because of help of Indian Air Force. Standard Indian nationals from Colombo were evacuated from Colombo to Chennai. Then our Chetak helicopters from naval ships, they also conducted SAR sorties for rooftop rescues, so that they can pick up people from rooftops who are stuck in the flood. Then we also have the project Bhishma to deploy medicine. So Bhishma means Bharat Health Initiative for Sahyog Hita and Maitri. This is a cutting edge indigenous innovation which is deployed during Operation Sagar Bandhu. During the Sagar Bandhu, we also deployed this. So this will have the cube. So this is a cube which carries the medicines. A portable modular disaster hospital that can be transported by air or sea. It can treat up to 200 casualties, including it has operation theatre, x-rays, ventilators, and also blood test facilities. Significance of this is, this showcases India's capability to provide high-tech medical sovereignty to global south. So in any disasters, whenever we have any disaster, we have to have some mitigation strategies. Before the happening of disaster, we must be prepared for such disaster. Immediately after the disaster, we must respond to it and focus on recovery. Mitigation is a long-term measure to reduce the future risk. For example, developing the mangrove forests on the coastal regions so that the impact of cyclones are reduced. In case of preparedness, we require early warning systems. In India, we have color-coded cyclone warnings. We get no color warnings, yellow alert, orange alert, then red alert. From 72 hours till 12 hours before the cyclone, we continuously get the alerts giving the location of the cyclone, giving the direction of the cyclone, also giving the landfall point of the cyclone, so that there will be early warning systems and evacuation drills, and also to stockpile aid if there is any disaster coming to the region. After the disaster happens, we have to have search and rescue teams, relief camps for people to stay, For example, we had Operation Sagar Bandhu in case of this Cyclone Ditwah. In case of recovery, we have to have proper rehabilitation support to people, so that to build back better, we have to build the infrastructure which have been lost, and we have to build it better so that they are protected next time. And to mitigate the cyclone, we must have multi-purpose cyclone shelters, which are elevated buildings, which are built, designed to house communities during the storm surges, and build dikes or coastal embankments. If this is the land, we have ocean over here, then if we are able to properly build coastal embankments, so that the cyclone surges etc. will not reach this coastal region, and also it will reduce the impact of these cyclones. And underground cabling, the electricity wires etc., if they are present on the ground, they can get destroyed, or they can cause more problems if they are electrocuting the waters around it. So replacing them and making underground cable will replace the overhead power lines to prevent blackouts and also electrocution hazards. Then we must also have resilient housing, promoting aerodynamic roof designs and ferro cement structures in coastal zones, so that they can be protected from these cyclones. And obviously, nature based mitigation is the first solution. So we must plant or protect our mangrove forests, which act as bioshields, reducing the wave energy up to 50%. Imagine removing the mangrove forest because of many things, because of the constructions, development, etc. The mangrove forests which have been cut down, they increase the intensity of these disasters. Now, presence of mangroves will decrease the intensity by 50%. And also we must have for this proper strict norms, CRZ norms, strict enforcement of these coastal regulation zone notifications must be present. CRZ notifications must be strictly enforced to regulate construction near the high tide line. And early warning systems must be in place, so that everyone will know about the disasters before it reaches, so that there will be proper evacuation and preparedness. Last mile connectivity via SMS, radio, sirens, etc. must be given. And training the local people for Apada Mitra volunteers for community based first response. What is the strategic significance of India? What is the strategic significance for India for this Operation Sagar Bandhu? So India acts as net security provider in this region. Because of this, we'll have proper trust and goodwill of our neighboring countries. Countering the debt trap. Countries like China etc. uses debt trap techniques to control the neighbors. But we can provide proper security with trust and goodwill, so that we have a good relationship with our neighbors. Then we are also ready operationally. Operations like Sagar Bandhu test the interoperability of the tri-services like Navy, Air Force and Army, and also civilian agencies in real-time crisis scenarios. Now, to conclude this, disaster management is not just about rescuing people. It is about building a resilient future and strengthening bonds of humanity across borders. So with this, I will end the lecture. I have given a mains practice question. India's neighborhood first policy is most visible during times of crisis. In light of the recent Operation Sagar Bandhu, analyze India's role as a net security provider and first responder in the Indian Ocean region. How does disaster diplomacy strengthen India's geostrategic interests? So you write an answer, you comment in the you make a comment in the comment section, and also comment for any doubts if you have, they will be addressed properly. Thank you all. We'll meet in the next lecture.